feel like you're all the way back?
I felt pretty good tonight. Wasn't falling off hard to first. Was able to locate the fastball and then kind of pitch off of that. So I think that's a good sign.
Is that something that you have been feeling here for the last few?
Yeah, San Diego I was falling off quite a bit. Wasn't over my front side as much as I wanted to be, but tonight was definitely a step in the right direction.
Is there a sense of relief after starts like this that it's coming together?
Little by little. I had a couple bad ones in a row, and I wasn't too worried. I was looking at things. I was leaving the ball over the middle of the plate, and last year that was something that I didn't really do. So I think it was just getting my location back.
4 runs is kind of a plethora of runs for you, huh?
Yeah.
That's it?
What?
The only comment?
I mean, the guys did a good job tonight. I mean, I don't know what you wanted from that question, but we're out there trying to put up runs every time I throw. I'm happy that we were able to score some runs.
Jake, yesterday Mickey talked about this stretch being a relatively urgent one for the team.
Yeah.
Is that something that you guys really feel in here, that this is the time where you need to start to move things in the right direction?
Yeah, we had a rough road trip, and like I said, we're out there battling every day trying to win baseball games, and we weren't able to do it on the road. So to come out and take 2 early in a short homestand is a big plus for us.
How much are you enjoying, the success you've had at the plate?
It's a plus, I guess, but my main focus is to go out there and put up zeros and give these guys a chance to win a baseball game.
Jacob, kind of what Steve said. I mean, not only is this a stretching point, but you're playing on a divisional opponent. We know this division's going to be real competitive. Does that make this even more important, that it's a lot of head-to-head divisional games?
Yeah, definitely. But like I said, we're trying to win every baseball game. So, like I said, we had a rough road trip. To come here and win the first 2 is big for us.
You've had a chance to watch a lot of young players. I mean, Pete Alonso's kind of taking this town by storm. Watching him, I mean,
Yeah.
what are your views of that?
He's impressive at the plate. The guy has some of the most power I've ever seen, so it's impressive. Anytime he's up there, you feel like he can hit the ball at a ballpark. So he's been a big plus. Great kid, excited to be here, and it's been fun to watch so far.
Go back to that one.
That was awesome. I mean, Mike had a hell of an at-bat. I mean, that's 2 games in a row where he's been awesome at the plate. And, having Jake out there on the mound, we had the utmost confidence that the score was going to stay the same. So we just kind of needed to rally together. And also, Jake kind of helped himself out there with a big hit there later on in the inning. So, it was awesome team win. Jake pitched a hell of a game. Seth and Sugar did a hell of a job out of the bullpen, and it was a good team win.
Pete, you've been so good at taking that outside pitch and hitting out of the ballpark the other way. Is that something that you've evolved over the last couple of years, and how hard has that been to work on?
Actually, that's I've always been able to do that. Seeing that and doing that in the game, that's just a product of me staying within my approach and staying within myself. And if pitchers are going to start throwing inside, then I'm going to hit it to left, and it's just one of my big philosophies is just hit the ball where it's pitched.
Given, Jacob obviously struggled a little bit last month, what's the feeling now to kind of have that guy back that every 5 days, he's going to pitch deep and pitch well?
I know Jake's going to go out there and compete the best he can every single time he toes the rubber, and doesn't matter what kind of state he's in. I have the utmost confidence in him. I mean, everyone in the clubhouse here, he's got a chance there to throw a bunch of zeros up on the board every time he goes out there. So he's awesome. He's a Cy Young winner for a reason, and having that type of ace on the mound gives, every time he takes that mound every 5th day is just gives us it's definitely a morale boost for sure.
Tonight was just your 2nd home run off a starter. How nice is it to help out your team a little earlier in the game?
That's huge. For me, it's every single at bat is every at bat's important, whether it's first or like earlier in the game or later. And for me, every single at bat I take, it's one swing could possibly change the game and help my team. And I'm just really happy I got a chance to help us take the lead.
You had a chance to hit between Robinson, Cano, and Conforto, two left-handed hitters and get it done. How lethal can you three become as a trio?
I mean, I think we got potential to have one of the most dangerous lineups in baseball. We just need to keep grinding out at bats and keep having swing at quality pitches and just staying within ourselves and just being us. If we can continue to do that, I think we're gonna be really good.
Like, you were there before yesterday's game?
I really didn't feel like I was swinging it all that bad the last couple weeks. Had some lineouts, and I think I expanded the zone a little bit, which got me into trouble. And but Chili and I have been working on some things, just kind of trying to loosen up a little bit, allow my I don't know how to really explain it. I mean, just to allow my hands to stay on my natural path, and that started yesterday, and I had a good BP session, and then Mick and I talked a little bit today about, just from his point of view, because he throws BP to us in that first group, and he said, it just looks a little bit different, staying inside of the ball a little bit better, and so BP can be a place for me to feel some things and try to carry it into the game. I mean, you don't want to think too much about what's going on in your swing when you go into the game. At least I can't. You just go out there and compete. But I think we're constantly working. And that's the big thing. So I feel good.
When you talk about what you and Chili have been doing with regards to working on your hands, I know you said it's difficult to describe, but what is the benefit of what you're trying to do? What does that allow you to do better?
I guess it allows me to stay in the zone for a longer period of time, to stay on top of the ball. It was frustrating for a bit, fouling a lot of balls back. I went through it last year a little bit, and just pitches that I felt like I should be doing damage with, and so we just get in the cage and talk a little bit, loosen up. It's literally just trying to be as loose as possible in the cage, and so it's been seeming to work, and we'll just kind of work that into the routine a little bit.
Does it also help you follow through into full extension on a swing? Is that part of it as well?
Yeah, well, I think there's a lot of things it does. It allows me to clear my hips and put everything into sync. Not allowing my hands to get ahead of my body. Just kind of trying to have everything moving together the way it should. So just syncing everything up, and then that turns into, the extension that is after the fact. So, we just we're continuing to work. I mean, that's just like all these guys. We all have things that we're focused on, and but Chili always preaches, at the end of the day, or when the game starts, you just throw all that out and just go out there and compete. So I think that's when we play our best.